Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I'm Sandman99.
and we're back with Madden NFL 2005. And before we get on with the Crusaders franchise, we just wanted to show you a quick replay.
Yes, of a punt. And in this replay, we're actually playing the guys in the white jerseys, the Minnesota Nords.
That's right.
And I'm on defense in this game, so I'm the guy returning the punt, and I broke one of the rules in Madden, but got away with it here.
You did.
But
to give you guys an idea, in Legacy Madden, if you ever watch Ryan Moody's channel or other people like that, they're always going on about how there are these times in the game where, say, a pass will get thrown at a receiver, and the game will be searching for an animation to look for how they catch it, and if there's no animation for them to branch into, then even if the ball is completely within arm's reach of them, they just won't reach up and catch it at all, and they'll just sail past their head, and then you'll see dumb stuff like the ball just go right past the receiver, and he's just standing there with his hands at his sides. Well, that isn't a problem in Legacy Madden, because Legacy Madden, such as Madden 2005, handles that a different way. So we're going to show that to you here today. So, it's a pretty typical punt up to this point, and it's actually a fairly decent punt. You have to run for this, because you're not going to get it.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't even run for it, but basically what I was trying to do was field it so it wouldn't roll another 20 yards after it landed, right?
Yep. And you're waving for a fair catch.
Yeah.
And you can see the punt coverage is pretty good, so obviously this is ideal. You want to make a fair catch here. And I don't know if we brought this up, but basically anytime you touch a punt and you go anywhere near it at all in Madden, if you have to run for it, you almost always fumble it.
Yeah,
almost always.
So I got away with one here.
Yeah, and you don't fumble this punt, but what does happen, you see a little bit right there, you're not in any position to catch this punt. There's no catch animation here, right? But you did wave for a fair catch, but there's no catch animation. So what does the game do? Well, the game has made a dice roll against your catching rating and has decided that you've caught this punt, and if I can go through this as slowly as I can, if I'm really gentle on the trigger, it just zoom, like you have the Force, right? The Force be with you. In fact, that ball is inside your hand.
Yeah. Or his hand is inside the ball.
That's right. So normally you see this kind of thing every once in a while in a replay in Madden, but never have I seen it so blatantly as this. And this is why you don't end up with those situations in Legacy Madden games where there's no animation to catch the ball, because it's just a dice roll. And if you complete the dice roll, then you just zoom. You just get the ball sucked into your hands, and the animation is just something that goes with it. And he even transitions into sort of an animation like that after, like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he tucks it under his arm like he's going to run with it, even though I've already called a fair catch. But anyway.
Yeah, well, But that's why you don't get those problems where the game is sitting there and it's searching for an animation, and it can't find one, and you end up like dropping a pass or fumbling something or whatever happens.
Yeah, instead, he just whips out his baseball glove.
That's right. His vacuum-powered baseball glove.
Yeah, he catches it one-handed baseball style.
And horizontal. Look at the horizontal movement of that ball.
Yeah.
It spins, too, while it's in the air. Look at that. Not only does it move horizontal, it flips direction.
It actually changes direction there and flattens out its trajectory to collide with his hand, right?
So, yeah. And I mean, you know what? Even though this looks kind of cheesy, I would rather have this behavior in a modern Madden game than I would have the behavior where the ball goes past a receiver's head and they just don't do anything.
Yeah,
they just stand there with their hands at their side.
We actually saw a recent Ryan Moody episode where he showed that quarterback rolled out and threw to a receiver who was so wide open there wasn't anybody within 5 or 10 yards of him. And he just stood there and watched as the ball went right past his head.
Because he didn't have an animation.
Because there was no animation there for him to catch the ball.
And it even said at the bottom, perfect accuracy out of reach.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of crap is that? He's standing there. It's a curl route.
Yeah, it nearly hit him in the head. Actually, that was how close that ball was. But anyway, we'll move on to the game now.
All right. And we're back. And we had a little bit of progression this week, I guess. And we have our first psychic defender, Zach Mack, with 99 awareness.
Yes, defensive end. Zach Mack has 99 awareness. And then Anthony Thomas, cornerback.
Yeah, and Travis Wade, linebacker. Charlie Rose, cornerback. So Thomas is a starting corner.
Yes.
Charlie Rose is dime back. And Danny Jones is our nickelback.
Yes, and Danny Jones, who had his thunder stolen from him. They even announced him as horse trailer player of the game.
They did. You can't go back on that announcement.
With 30 seconds left, who was it?
It was Marco Gooden.
Marco Gooden got an interception with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
And they ended up changing it then.
But I will say, though, that even our starting free safety, he now has like 93 awareness.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to the end of the season here, probably all of those guys are going to have 99 awareness. And that's really what makes my defensive scheme work, right? I don't need quality players. I just need smart players. Players who know what they're doing out there.
Okay. It looks like we played the runners game here. We just didn't finish simulating the week.
Oh, my bad.
So we'll simulate the week here, and then we'll move on to week 13.
Yes, Crusaders week 13.
We are visiting the Oakland Badmen.
Yeah, that should be fun.
It's a game of the week, and it is our first of 2 games against the Badmen near the tail end of the season here.
Yeah, we already know what they look like. 97, 97, 97. They might be a 96 overall all Madden team, actually. I think they're one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Whereas the Desperados are like 97 and everything. But, I mean, what's the difference, right?
Well, anyway, we will have to bring our best game today if we're going to come out of this with a win. Although the Badmen against them are very much a passing team. They don't run the ball very much.
Yep.
And I think that is going to be their weakness against you.
Well, we'll see.
Because your defense tends to be very tough against the pass. And teams that have played competitively with us this season have tended to make an effort to run the ball.
Yep. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, also, you have to keep in mind, too, that I think they had, was it this team in this year that they had Randy Moss on the team? Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a long time ago. So.
And so they might have some sideline streak passes that they like to run pretty frequently and things like that because of that. We'll have to see how that goes.
Well, I would definitely play the pass against these guys and keep a big cushion.
Absolutely.
Because based on past performance, the way that they play, I would assume that they're going to come out passing first.
Yeah.
Matchup looks like it'll be another great one. Each team preparing all week for this battle as the visiting team gets set to take on the home team. Al Michaels here with John Madden. Welcome you to another.
But anyway, this and the next few games will probably determine who wins the division here.
Yeah, probably.
He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making. Thinks the guy's covered? That's both. He fires one in between 2 defenders for a touchdown.
Ware makes a great target for him every game. I think most people in the league like to think that he's deceptively fast. That allows him to sneak past the defense for big gains. And whether or not he'll be able to against this defense is something we'll be paying a lot of attention to.
This is what football is all about. Look at all those guys down there getting all pumped up. They're really fired up and getting ready.
See, we've won how many games in a row now, and they still just barely give us any respect at all?
Yeah, we did get 2 mentions in the national newspaper, though.
True.
Okay, well, I'm going to elect to... Well, there's not much of a win today. Maybe I'll elect a kick.
Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff.
Yeah. Well.
After halftime, the gale force wind steps up.
Well, we'll get our audibles all set up here. Wait a minute. I was going to do this. Okay. You might as well set yours up too before I kick it away.
All right.
I think you might as well assume they have a speedy tight end too, because they probably have 2 speedy tight ends.
Yeah, they probably do. Because they're an all Madden team. Let's see. We'll still do the check, because we always do the check. Well, they've got a 96 speed wide receiver, and oh, that guy's hurt, so I don't got to worry about him.
Yeah, I think there's enough there, though. They've got 2 90-plus speed receivers in the lineup.
That's really bad, too. That guy's going to be matched up against Danny Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is bad, too, because that guy's going to be matched up against Charlie Rose. So, I don't know. Just back everybody up every play.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, they have 3 receiving tight ends.
Yeah, Crosby, though, is very fast.
Yeah.
For a tight end, right?
Exceptionally. But I think no matter who's out there, I'm going to be wanting to back everybody up.
More than likely.
The visiting team are
So,
ready to kick this
they
one
are
off.
10-1. They actually lost a game to someone.
I wonder if it was to a different All Madden team.
Probably.
Good kick should be returnable. From the 9-yard line to the 20.
All right.
Let's see if they can turn this first drive into points.
Well, they have a tight end out there, so we're going to play a nickel.
So they have 1st and 10 here. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. He'll pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
Yep, they're coming out passing already.
And that brings up
First play of the game.
Yeah, if I remember right, these guys, generally speaking, they pass about 4 times as often as they run.
Pressure stepping up, so they'll lose yardage on that tackle. The home team.
Well, it's good to get an early start on that.
Yeah, really.
And create all kinds of problems for the defense, John.
This team's very good at freezing the defense. Doesn't sound like much, but getting the defense to hesitate for just a split second to make the difference between a short gain or a 1st down.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. Throws it. And
Just a little faster than Danny Jones.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, now we're going to have Jermaine Johnson out there, who's got 69 speed.
Well, hopefully he's not hurt too badly.
Yeah, it's funny, too, because Danny Jones isn't an injury-prone guy. He actually has a fairly low injury proneness.
Max lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Pass play here on 1st down. Gets the pass off, and it's complete.
Well, that's no surprise.
Yeah, that was also a bit of a mismatch.
That's just a great job.
Well, all I can do is put every defensive back we have out there out on the field, and oh.
So they have 1st and 10.
Yeah, don't forget to call a play.
Giving some cushion on the outside. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Pass play to the right. Loses 1 tackle. The 40.
Stiff arms the linebacker.
Bring it down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 10.
Well, that's their first running play of the game, right? They came out and they passed like 5 times in a row.
Information on the injury?
The trainer said it's a minor injury to his arm. He indicated that it was nothing serious, and we should see him return to action very soon.
Oh, well, that's good.
All right, Jill, thank you for the update. Under pressure with the throw.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Yeah, what's Ben French doing 10 yards downfield? Well, I think he was following the halfback.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they must have run him out on a swing route, and that's how Ben French got involved.
Sure has his defensive lineman pumped up.
7th play of this drive. Looking for room. Pressure coming.
Ah,
Yeah! Oh!
That's a fumble.
Loose ball.
Ooh, well,
Good play in the backfield.
I guess it wasn't as good as recovering it, but you know what? That's a sack fumble there.
That also means they won't get any points on this drive.
That's right, they have to punt.
Got a defender bearing down on it.
Grant will try to have this one stop inside the 10.
I don't know about you, but I love it when the defender hits the opposing quarterback.
It's just something that gives you a kick. You get a little something something out of that.
Yep, I do.
No return here.
In my view, a successful defense will force the quarterback to pick himself up off the ground after every pass attempt.
The home team come out in a nickel package.
Yeah, see, I'm just happy if they don't pick up yards.
Hands it off to the fullback. Carter makes the stop.
Well, even an all-Madden player struggles to tackle him.
Yeah, again, though, it wasn't very impressive blocking there, right?
It didn't have to be, though. 3 yards on first down, that's not bad.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Well,
Calling an audible.
Have very little faith in that.
Drops
damn it.
He surveys the field, throwing.
Oh,
I couldn't get that receiver to start moving right when I wanted him to.
Yep.
He just couldn't hang on.
The back who was a good receiver out of the backfield could really give you that extra dimension on offense. You have to find a way to try and catch it when your hands are on it.
Out of the nickel. He sees something in the defense. Looking for a receiver. Gets the pass off.
Is that a drop?
no, I think you hit the defender with that.
Oh. Oh, well, I guess it was a little off target then.
Wilkes is ready to pump this one away.
That should be good.
Here's the punt.
Oh, yeah. Long bomb punt.
Right through.
Oh, and he fumbles it. Oh, and he's kicking it backwards.
Home team. Grab the live ball.
Well, and all I had was a slow poke that I was trying to get down the field with, right?
Yep.
I was so far away, there was no way I was going to take advantage of that.
Dropping back. Closing in. Throws over to his right. And he'll take it out of bounds.
I could challenge that.
Yeah, but is it worth it for a 3-yard completion, though? Right? You know, it sure looks to me like he was probably had a foot out, but personally, I don't think that that one is worth calling it.
Drops back. Pressure. Goes with a short pass to the right side. Perfect pass.
You know, have these guys run a run play yet at all?
At the 34,
Yeah, they've run once.
Picks up about 4 yards on that play, so they'll be looking at third
Oh,
down.
now they're going to come out with 3 tight ends.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to come out in nickel. I don't believe
You think
them.
they're going to pass from
I
a
do.
3 tight end formation?
I do.
Third down and 3 coming
Well,
up.
I guess we'll see.
Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here.
Yeah, it's a toss.
Gives the ball off. Big hit on the ball.
And when you talk about getting unloaded on, that's what happened here. He just got unloaded on.
Gain of about a yard. Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have reached that to fumble it. I think it would have come down before I got there, but it could have also just taken a weird bounce, right, and bounced back at me, and then I would have fumbled it.
inside their own 20.
Oh, look at this. They're come out in a 4-3.
He sees something in the defense.
Well, I don't have time to audible the extra blocker, so I guess we're going to go with what we got.
Yep.
Makes the tackle at the 23. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Huh. Well, I think these guys are a 4-3 or a 3-4 based defense, but
They keep coming out in a 4-3 all the time.
yeah.
Throws it, and the catch is made. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to force me to play like them, right?
Yep. That's okay if you can pick up some points or something with this short passing attack.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Surveying the field. On the move. The pass ball's incomplete. Tipped away by the cornerback.
That's a good job of
Funny how well they had that covered, eh?
Can't make the catch.
Yep. Yeah, the guy was right underneath there too.
Well, I was looking at the short guy first, but
Yeah.
I couldn't go there, right?
Come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's calling an audible. Jenkins with a man in motion. Throwing on the run.
But they had him there this time.
Will leave a mark.
Yep.
He got caught. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
No trouble making that count.
That's what these receivers are always looking for. A soft coverage or a hole in the zone where they can break free and wait for the pass to get there.
Changing the play now.
Looks like they're going to force the pass here too, eh?
He sees something in the defense.
Would seem so.
Rolling. And this pass is completed. Wright makes the tackle at the 46. Mills makes his 2nd catch for a 1st down on this drive. 1st and 10.
I don't know. Honestly, I think you're better doing that kind of thing as long as they'll let you do it. If you can get some early points in this game, that'll really be advantageous to us.
Jenkins
Yep.
sends a man in motion. Going to the air on 1st down. Looking for a
See, they're
receiver on the run.
I pressed the wrong button there.
Wrong button.
They're playing that flat zone out
That's
there,
just
right?
Great positioning
Yep.
by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
7th play of this drive. Looking for an option. Gets the pass off.
Oh, he dropped it. Wow. Okay.
Drops an easy one.
That was terrible.
8th play of this drive.
Yeah, that was an easy catch too.
Come out in a dime package. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Dropping back with the throw.
He dropped it.
No, he can't hold it in.
That was just a drop.
To the ground incomplete.
That's 2 drops in a row. We're starting on this trend right now, right again.
Yeah, it might be time to sit him. Right? Remember we sat the other guy last time?
Yep.
If he drops one more, he's sitting down.
Very shallow punt.
I don't care if he's the quote-unquote best receiver on the team.
He's got to play like it.
2 is all you get. If you drop a third pass in a game,
First and 10.
then that's it.
The home team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback.
Oh, I got pancake.
First down. Gets
Yeah.
rid of it.
Well, look at that. He hit his guy. He hit number 36 in the back with it, eh?
Short pass, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know what that was all about. That play was just a mess.
Actually, that looked like maybe a middle screen. I know that such a play does exist,
Corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
although I don't know if I've ever actually seen it run.
First time for everything.
Pumps once with the pass, and it's complete. Edwards pulls him down at the 35.
Well.
Number 5 delivered the pass well on time, John.
I love the way this
See,
guy
they
throws
throw
the
to Crosby quite a bit, eh?
touch, and seems to always be putting it right there in the number.
Can't figure this one out.
Yeah,
but they
they're
just
always
back
throwing
up their
in.
corners and safeties, even though
Yeah, but they're
probably
in
see a run
split
here.
backs, Al. They're gonna pass. It's split backs. Or not.
Or they're going to try to run, but it's not really a very good running formation, right?
Yeah.
Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Well, at least we're starting outside our own 20 this time.
Yep.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Look at this. See, I audibled to a dive play up the middle once in this game, and they've been bringing out a 4-man line ever since.
In motion.
Yep, got to stop that run. You know, and it might be fine if you throw for 400 yards a game, but we can't let you run.
Throws it.
Okay, that's it. You're done.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was wide open, too. He should have caught that.
Yep. It bounced off of his hands, right? There's no way that you should drop that.
Back to the game. That touch pass had very little touch, John.
He had the right idea.
That was placed perfectly. Everything went perfectly except that he just didn't catch it.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Well, maybe you can get something going on here, Golston.
Throwing.
He just dropped one too.
Was unable to bring that one in.
That's a
Okay,
type of pass
third time is the charm, right?
Here are the numbers.
You mean throw 3 passes and then punt?
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Oh, Christ, it gave me the wrong guy. Okay.
So he calls a timeout before the play clock expires. Third down and long coming up here. The home team come out in a nickel package.
Okay.
Maybe.
Gives the ball off.
No.
Play action.
No.
Rolls right. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Hall. Right
That was 2 drop passes in a row, though, right?
Yeah,
Again.
if neither of those passes had been dropped, you wouldn't have been in this situation at all.
No.
And that gives the advantage to the defense.
Will come into this game to punt.
But that's about all I can do, right? If they drop passes like that, you sit them.
He can't control the ball.
That's another one.
Yep.
Oh man, it's just going to be one of those
So
types
they
of
have
games.
1st and 10 here.
But that's okay. At least they're barely outside the 20. I can't complain.
Crosby goes in motion.
Well, I would say if Golston drops another one, he's going to go sit too.
Next. Nice play fake. Gets the pass off.
See, that play fake should not have worked because they've actually only run the ball twice in this game so far.
1st and 10. Backing off.
I mean, even when it doesn't work, it still disrupts the pass rush assignments.
Yep.
He always displays great awareness, and he gets in there and brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, then boom. He drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
Split back this time.
Yeah.
Down the backfield. They just blanketed the receivers down.
Well, he had to do a little work for that one.
Yep, he did.
Throw it underneath. Throw it away. He can't take the sack And
Well, they left both
yardage
running
like
backs
that.
in the block.
Yep. Well, now they've got no running backs.
It's now 3rd and long after the sack. Kansas City puts its secondary in better position to stop the pass. 5 wide receivers. Dropping back, throwing.
Yeah, just hit everybody.
Saw the double coverage, but
Yeah,
Cody
well,
gets
he
the
had to rush
receiver.
that one enough, I think, that it wasn't going to go very far.
This will be his 4th punt of the day.
Oh, so they're actually backed inside the 30 here.
Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Well,
goal.
about all you can do is just keep fighting the good fight until things get straightened around on the offense here.
Yeah, well, I saw that guy coming on the
1st and 10.
coverage team, and I was wondering if he was going to run fast enough for me to be able to field that or not. And he was just running too fast. He must have like 90 plus speed or something.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. He'll pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it, and he hits his target. Caught the pass, but didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the defense is real good.
That'll make a little progress on 1st down. Maybe that'll make getting 2nd down all sorted out easier.
Well, mostly what I need is for receivers to catch the ball when I throw it to them, right?
Jenkins with a man in motion. Throws it, and he makes it the ground.
There, that's not so hard.
At the 40.
Yeah, that was a pretty routine pass with a pretty routine result.
You know, like it shouldn't be that hard.
What you're gonna get.
1st and 10. Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 47 moves in motion. He'll pass on 1st down. Looking downfield with the throw. He hits
Oh, and there's another one.
Williams takes him down at the 35-yard line. Jenkins doing an excellent job on this drive.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
At the end of the 1st quarter, it's knotted up. Oakland 0.
Well, at least they're not lighting us up.
0.
Yeah, well, you've been doing a good job here on defense so far.
2nd quarter. So we have 1st and 10 here.
Knock on not wood wood.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down. He's looking.
Oh, crap.
Ah,
You know what? This is just not my day, I don't think.
What the quarterback was going to do, and they get the pick.
Yeah, they had a guy covering that area in the flat where a lot
I shouldn't
of
have even
quarterbacks
thrown
like
that
to
pass, though. Once I saw that guy go out in the flat like that, I shouldn't
Following the
have.
interception. It's now 1st and 10. Woodson moves in motion.
well, we all misread coverages sometimes. I do it more often than
Passing on
you do.
1st down. Pressure coming. Throwing. Drops.
Yeah, well, that guy misread it there. We just didn't get rewarded for it.
That's 'cause no one on our team can catch.
It looked like he fired the ball out there before he wanted to.
Except for Danny
Pressure on the
Jones.
outside.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That might have been Danny Jones, actually, with his hands on that one.
Hand off to the tailback. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
Yeah, 2-ton truck pulling a trailer.
He could be seeing more carries after that game.
If the defense is looking
See, and then they
to
come
force
out in
these
this,
guys
and
out
what
of
do I
their
line
game
up in? A
plan, they're
nickel,
gonna need
because
to attack
basically
the ball
both of those
carriers
tight ends are
first
wide
every time.
receivers.
Yep, pretty much.
Gives the ball off. Great fake with the pass, and it's caught.
See that? They've run the ball, what, twice in this game so far?
Uh-oh, I got hurt.
And we actually bid on that play fake as if it was a real legitimate running play, right?
Well, I didn't. I bid on that play fake. That was me. our on-rushing defensive, I think that was a defensive end. No, that might have been a linebacker. He didn't bite on it, but I bid on it. That was my fault.
Ball right around midfield. The corners playing offense.
Yeah, because I think, yeah, I bite on the play fake, but our on-rushing guy doesn't bite. But he's just not fast enough to get there.
Yeah.
So let's pick up the action. The home team line up in the bunch formation. Gets the pass off.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a man coverage guy on that. I'm playing man under 3.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter because he's so much faster than the guy who's covering him.
When you get this guy the ball, he's going to move the ball. He's going to move it with speed.
Sooner or later, it's just going to come down to player attributes, right? And the holes are going to start to show just because of that.
Backing off.
And there's really not much I can do. And hopefully Robo comes back.
Line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Closing in.
Well, that part of the game is working so far.
Yep.
You have to go through your progression and get rid of the ball. Give your receivers a chance to make the play. You just can't take a sack in a situation like that.
2nd and 15.
He's got 3 sacks in this game already.
Maybe we can hurt him.
Lined up in an eye. With the pass. Perfect throw. Diving tackle at the 8. Number 5. Put the ball
That was one of those swing passes.
Yeah.
Where the halfback starts running up the field.
Yeah. Yeah, they managed to extend the play just long enough to be able to throw that. Lob it up there, right?
Eight is the magic number right now. Pressure. Looks to the end zone.
Oh, come on.
It looks like they could have run that one in if they wanted to.
I thought that coverage was totally solid. How the hell did that guy not jump up and deflect that?
I don't know. Yeah, look at that. He literally turned around. Well, that was also Thomas, right?
Yeah. Well, Thomas is our first string corner, too, so...
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because this is a rivalry game, they got to give us some of this nonsense in order to make it seem competitive, too, right?
And it's on its way. The point after is good.
Basically, the AI team can't beat us without a little bit of cheese.
The home team are lined up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one. A great kick. And he signals for the fair catch. Kansas City heads out offensively down by 7. So they have 1st and 10 here. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Surveying the field. Throwing.
There, Coleman caught that pass. And it was a lot more closely covered than the one that Mills dropped, too.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if some of these first string players just really I don't know. Sometimes they just shit the bed, man.
Calling an audible now. Jenkins with a man in motion. He surveys the field, throws it, and the catch is
And Rhodes can catch that pass.
Makes a great throw on the
Yep.
run.
And the receiver was right there.
Well, it's funny how all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these guys are catching these passes, right? All I had to do was bench the guy that was dropping them.
And he could buy him that time.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
I mean, mind you, I think Golson's dropped one.
Passing on 1st down. He's looking, throwing, and this pass is complete. He's at the 20.
But I suppose he's also not a wide receiver either.
No.
Watch this one here.
No, you kind of expect a running back to drop the odd pass when you throw them to him, but
instead of wrapping up the ball carrier.
Calling an audible now. Jenkins with a man in motion.
you know, especially with the ratings that these guys have now, I would expect to see
Looking downfield, throws on the run.
80% catch ratio, right?
Well, that touchdown is what we need.
Yep. Well, that's what happens when you're not being hamstrung by receivers dropping the ball every time you throw it too, right?
Yep.
Woodson comes in for the point after, which will knot it up.
Because I'm not going to say that I'm not affected a little bit by the frustration when that's going on, and that could contribute to bad passes and interceptions and that kind of thing too, because I'm trying to force the ball in and make something happen, right?
Well, de facto, that interception is now erased, so you did a good job here.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 8 to the 20.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a close game right till the end.
They'll go from the I formation. He gets the carry. Nice. Good play in the backfield. Great
Yeah, well,
effort.
you know, the AI hasn't bid on the play fake once this game. It's just me that's bid on the play fake.
Yeah. Well, Cedric Perry is definitely widening his sack lead here.
They're giving a bit of a cushion.
Oh, that's good. You know, he needs to get more if he's going to be MVP.
Yeah.
Oh, they've
Well,
gone
look
in.
at this. Yeah, they've gone to...
He surveys the field, gets the pass off.
Well, they got their extra protection anyways.
Yeah, they did. It's a good thing they weren't running some kind of a streak.
Well, thankfully, Danny Jones was there.
Here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down conversions are usually a good.
You know, their wide
barometer of how
receivers
well
can
your
probably
offense
block
is
like
playing.
halfbacks,
It
right?
means Your offense is making big
Wow.
plays when they need it.
A short pass off the mark, and it's now fourth down.
Just line up all the defensive backs out there all the time.
That's right.
Couldn't do a thing on
Well,
that
you
series
definitely
other than
don't have to
moving
respect the run by the looks of it against these guys.
Yep.
Here's the kick. He drops
Oh, he fumbled it.
Well, at
Even
least
though
you...
we had lots of room.
Yeah, at least you got it back.
I can't
Right.
believe he fumbled it. What a load of crap.
It's first and 10.
I swear, they're trying to rig everything against us in this game.
Yeah, but look at how much trouble they've had handling the ball too, right?
Maybe they just threw a little pig grease on each ball in the sideline or something. I don't know.
Hendricks pulls him down at the 48. He came bursting through the line for a
A little bit of bacon grease on every ball.
Example of how to run
Yeah,
the ball
really,
from the
eh?
fullback position. I really like his strength and determination. He really shows that he can do on runs like that.
Come on, Cowboy 72.
There, we'll give them something else to think about here.
Pull back handoff. He just gets this one past the sticks. So they have first and 10 here. Defense lines up in the nickel.
Cowboy 72. Here we come.
Number 47. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got popped. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
A short pickup on that running play.
These linemen need to get more aggressive out there.
Well, at
They're
least you
letting
didn't
the
lose
defense
anything.
control the line of
No.
scrimmage on that
Well,
play.
like I said, I
They
don't think
step
we're
it up
going to run the
soon.
ball against
This
these
could get
guys a
worse in
lot
the second
because they're
half.
going to line up in such a way that it's just not allowed.
Clark
But
in motion.
got to mix the play calling up a little bit.
He's looking under pressure. Throws on the move. Behind him, he has it. The 30.
Oh, come on. Oh.
First out at the 20.
I was looking at Clark and looking at Clark, and I'm like, are you going to throw it to him?
Over 3,500 yards.
Eventually you did, but it took you a while.
Yeah.
And this is the fifth play of this drive, within scoring distance. The home team come out in a nickel package.
I'm trying to just maintain a little bit of possession time here to take the pressure off of you a little.
Hand it off.
Well, scoring some more points will also help, though.
They're going
Yep,
to keep
that
testing
too.
this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
They'll have to get to the 10 to convert.
Set. Gray, 53. Texas, 28. Texas, 35.
Dropping back, throws it, and it's complete. Right with the tackle at the 11-yard line. Jenkins.
Oh, come on, Coleman. You couldn't have fallen forward one more inch?
Hey, he caught the ball. I mean, I guess that's probably about as good a result as you can hope for, right?
Looks like he's changing the play. Changing the play now. Gets the pass off. He hits his
And
I don't
another
know.
catch.
Maybe benching a guy after he drops a couple of passes sends a message to the rest of the team or something.
Yeah, they seem to be. They definitely seem to be playing better. Like, I do think it must have an effect. But it definitely seems to correlate, because on games where you haven't benched a guy, you sit there and you get drop pass after drop pass after drop pass. Like, you've had games with 10 drop passes this season, I'm sure.
This one is handed off. Ball takes him down.
Oh, almost.
The defensive line is wearing down.
That's okay. It got to the point now where I can do my thing.
You'll see them wear down a bit. That kind of given play, a defensive lineman can get blocked by the guard and the center. Then have to face a running back coming at him full speed.
Set. Texas, 53.
Oh, nobody blocked that guy. He just came right through the gap.
Well, at least you're still only 3rd and 2.
2
Well,
yards to go for the touchdown.
basically, this is going to be, if I don't get in on this play, this is going to be a field goal. Right?
Calling an audible.
I'm not going to pass in this situation just because I don't want to take a chance, right?
You'd probably throw an interception against the goal line defense.
But I'll run it down to 2 minutes and kick the point blank field goal.
Hold on to the ball.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt.
I'm rather surprised that last toss play didn't get better mileage too. It's just like the offensive line blocking just suddenly broke down, right?
I think actually it was that linebacker reacted instantaneously, right?
Yeah.
I think I have a similar toss play in my playbook, but what I do is I design my formation a little bit differently so that I can motion the opposite fullback.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do in those situations.
Well, I could have done that here too, actually, but
And it's on its way. The kick is good. Now leads for the first time in the game.
a little disappointing to not get a touchdown there, but I just wanted to make sure I got some points.
Points are better than nothing, right? Even if they do score on me here, that field goal could mean the game.
Should be a return here. From the 10-yard line to the 20. The defense forced a punt the last time after 3 plays. 1st and 10. The corners playing back. Looks like he's changing the play. The backs are lined up in an I. With the throw, this one falls incomplete.
Good defense.
Yeah, that might have been dangerous actually too. They had something going on there where your 2 defenders downfield were sucked into the middle of the field, right? Yeah, see, they ran that post
Yep.
corner,
Yep.
right?
And we go back to the game.
And your both of your defenders on that side totally overreacted to that move, right?
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off.
Oh, wow.
Touch on that pass.
Wow.
May have tried to put a little too
Saw the
much
man
oomph
coverage
in
guy
that
run
throw.
sideways there, away from that.
Yeah.
Supposed to run towards the ball, man. Not away from it.
Safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long.
I think Robles back now.
Yep.
Come out in the bunch formation. Drops back, closing in.
Found a hole over the middle.
Yeah, it's
Tight
just a
end
tight
again.
end thing.
At the 42. Calling an audible now.
Yep, they've thrown to him a lot too. He's got 6 catches in this one.
And backs up the corners and safeties. Throwing short to his left. Swings it out to the left side. Wade is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 42-yard line. Looks like he's calling an audible. Dropping back, steps up into the pocket, gets the pass off. He just can't find a way to bring that one in. He dropped the ball.
So that running back there makes a really good wide receiver when they audible into these things.
Yeah.
He just can't catch all the time. Guess he's still a running back.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you are going to have a drop, it's more likely going to be a back than a wide receiver. At least one would hope.
Next, Malone sets
Okay, well, I guess number 77 there was a little bit eager to get things started, eh?
Yeah, a little bit undisciplined.
So it's 3rd and long now.
The one thing that'll drive a coach crazy is helping the defense with penalties.
3rd and long after the penalty. He sees something in the defense. Pressure, throws it.
Well, now they'll be kicking it back to us.
I'm honestly surprised that guy dropped that, although it wouldn't have been a first down anyways.
No.
Grant is back to punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch. We're just about down to 1 minute. They come out of the nickel.
Wow.
Calling an audible.
10-man box.
Yeah, see, they're going to try their best to force the pass, right?
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. He's looking.
Oh, that one's too far into the middle of the field.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that wasn't thrown well.
No. Well, I'm going to run this ball now, no matter what they line up in. Oh, look at this. What happened?
Keep running,
keep going. Wow, look at that. Pete Clark tears off a 71-yard touchdown run just out of nowhere.
Parkman, that Parkman block right there. That's what did that for you.
Pancakes the containment guy. I think I broke a tackle on that play, too.
Amazing.
Wow.
Well, Parkman's got almost 70 run blocking now.
Yeah, he does. We'll have a look at that again from here. Just how that starts. It's just the off-tackle run out of the wishbone, right?
Yeah, you run it all the time. And
yeah, I run it all the time.
Against these guys, it gets stuffed for a loss.
Yeah, and that cornerback almost looks like he's blitzing. He's coming so hard, eh?
Yep.
And Parkman just runs him down. Yeah, and then I had to break a tackle there, and then I've got number 76 there downfield picking up the safety for me, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. God.
Yeah. We talk about that kind of cheese all the time, but I guess we benefit from it a little bit occasionally, too.
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
Oh, see, that field goal was great now. Now you're up by 10 points.
Yeah, I'm glad that I... well, that's my policy, though, right? Inside the 5, in a close game, if you're almost guaranteed 3 points, you take the guaranteed 3 points.
Yeah.
This one in the air.
I was definitely not expecting that, though.
Nice distance. From the 8-yard line. Oakland needs 2 scores to get back into this one.
I'm half tempted to come out in this dime here just in case they start audible fucking me in. Just audible to the nickel coverage I normally choose here.
Going to the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off. pass falls incomplete. Great effort up front.
Well, you're getting good pressure from that side. You just haven't quite gotten a sack from that side just yet.
Yep.
Opposing offensive line sure have their hands full when they get out in this field.
The home team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Matt takes him down at the 30.
Good old Zach Mack. Zach Mack has 99 awareness now. It's
Yep.
crazy.
He
He's
plays
everywhere at once.
He plays a short zone very well, though.
Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. Looks like he's calling an audible. Tosses it out to the right.
Yeah,
Oh, the defensive
runs
back.
the toss.
That defensive back is just too slow. That's a defensive back that couldn't run him down.
Yep. Yeah, and then Jones had to run him out of bounds, right?
No, that was Rose that ran him out of bounds, I think.
No, that was Jones.
Was it Jones?
Yeah.
Rose might have been the guy who was too slow to keep up to him.
They've got receivers bunched together on both sides of the ball. Perfect pass. Number 20 makes the play.
Well, they've got one timeout left.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. They need about 3. They line up in the I formation. Under pressure. It's
Ooh, that was a chance right there.
If only.
If only.
Almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes.
He's got 4 pass defenses in this game.
When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Only one man back. Number 5 with a man in motion. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Jones brings him down.
Well, they made him. You keep making him throw those short passes, though. They'll run out of time, right?
Yeah, they'll burn clock doing that kind of thing.
Oh, there, you finally got one. You were getting so close. You finally got one from that side. Oh, look at that. Our guys are all back onside, and they have to call a timeout because they've got a guy who's slow getting back into position, right?
God.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right.
You keep your dime out there because, you know what? You just want to stop them from throwing a long one here.
15 to go.
Yeah, well, I was thinking
It's only 20
sack.
Yeah, there's only 20 seconds left here. I think you just make sure they don't get behind you.
Behind the quarterback. Drops back with the pass. Almost got it.
Well, that was pretty good coverage.
Yep.
Sometimes you can be a little over.
Thing is, though, you put a nickel out there, and that might not have been a DB covering that then, right?
Oh, that was Charlie Rose out there. In this case, the dime back, the 70-speed dime back.
Yeah, I know, but he's faster than your linebackers are, right?
Yep.
If that had been a linebacker, you might have been dead on that play.
Rid of it. And it's caught.
And then he lays the smackdown.
And that brings up
Look at him go.
Yep. See, they'll probably let the clock run out now.
Grant comes into the game for the punt.
Yep.
The end of the
Wow.
second quarter with the score.
That's quite a turn of events. But anyway, we need to pause now.
Alrighty. And we're back.
Yes. And we just wanted to have a look at this stat here after that long run. Pete Clark is now averaging 27 yards per carry. He's got 82 yards on 3 carries.
God.
So, yeah, we came out and we're passing quite a bit. Throwing the 24 pass attempts against only 9 rushing attempts.
Oh, they won't let you run, though.
But they won't let me run. And actually, the Badmen are pretty much the same thing, right?
Yep.
That one counts as a rushing attempt, even though that was like a sack fumble kind of a situation, right?
That's probably why it counts.
Yeah. But basically, they've only made 6 rushing attempts against 30 passing attempts. So
Yep.
basically, their pass to run ratio is like 5-1 so far in this game.
No, I wouldn't have expected anything different.
Let's get back to the play.
But anyway, we get the ball back for the second half.
As we after the kickoff. Here's a look at the halftime stats.
And as you can see, their rushing versus their passing yardage totals kind of reflect that play selection too, right?
From the 3-yard line.
Which is why it drives me crazy to see them run play action and actually have it work.
They can get into the end zone here. First and 10.
Ooh, you're a little low on time.
Yeah.
Despite very little success,
It'll be all
running
right.
on first down, they still lead.
Some teams manage to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game.
Well, John is still trying to
Wow,
move the
look at
ball
that. I'm sure I got more than nothing for that.
Likes to run the ball in just about
Ah,
any
well.
situation. When you can run the ball consistently,
It's just the way it goes. Look at it this way. You started the second half by running the clock.
Yeah.
Now you might be able to get your flat pass off.
Texas 35.
with the throw. He finds his
Well,
man.
I really would.
Oh no. On third one? A third one. What is this game, man?
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. So far, the first two injuries were not at least serious ones, right? But
It's third down and 4 to go. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Dropping back, throwing.
well, that was pretty much wide open.
Wow. Nobody was covering him out there.
Yeah, nobody was covering him.
Through with this perfect play that gets him a first and keeps the drive going.
See, I'd really like to run the ball more, right?
Yep.
They're just,
He sees something in the defense.
you know, when they show me a look like this,
But what are you supposed to do?
Throwing on first down. He's looking, gets the pass off.
oh, I probably should have tried the deep one to Coleman again, hey?
That was a pretty good throw.
Yeah, it looked like there was some confusion back there.
He just couldn't close the deal and bring it in for the catch.
Well, I thought about it, but then I thought, well, I'll throw the higher percentage pass first, right?
Well, that's usually the good logic. But I guess again, right, if you'd expect anybody to drop a pass, it would be the
Jenkins with a man in
running back.
Yep.
But Coleman was double covered there.
Throws it, and it's complete. Dives and brings him down at the 45-yard line. Jenkins will be facing a third down now after that pass, and that's 6. And this is the 6th play of this drive.
Well, 4 is easier to make up than 10.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see if they give us the same kind of coverage.
It looks like there's nobody covering Westbrook, but this could be a...
Well, we'll have to watch and see what he does.
yeah.
Right?
Looking for an option. Gets the pass.
Look at that. Mills catches a pass now that he's been demoted.
Yep.
Jenkins is right on the mark with that throw.
Third down is when you
Well, he's a
really
little
need your
worried about his
quarterback
job
to
security
struggle,
now, I'm sure.
Because the temptation to force something in is bigger. That time he found the right guy, and he made a good throw.
Can't get it done on the ground on first down, John, but they're still leading in this one.
And running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them in the end zone.
Calling an audible. Dropping back with the throw, and he makes the grab. Right
Well, he
as the
almost
guy
got away
there
from him
to
there.
bring him down.
Almost.
At the 40. He found a soft spot on the defense and was right
That's the
there.
thing about Coleman, though, is he's a bit of a bigger player, and he's also still not slow.
Yeah, he has a little bit of speed.
He's a solid possession receiver.
Yeah.
This one is handed off. Dropped behind the line.
Yeah, the run is just going nowhere today, right?
Any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. Clark, the motion man. Closing in, throws it on the mark at the 30. Hendricks stops him at the 25-yard line. These guys have been very tough to stop on third down.
I'll tell you what, when you're this successful on third down, you begin to
Well,
have
Clark
such
is
confidence in
a
your offense,
pretty good
you
receiver out there,
begin to even
actually.
get better.
Yeah, well, I think he's definitely going to be a very serious candidate for player of the game here.
Cowboys, 35.
Gets the pass off.
Oh, there, he just dropped one.
Well, he is the third string guy, though.
Yeah.
The receiver just couldn't come up with it.
He did a nice job of getting
You know,
off the line.
that's his
and getting
first
to the
this game.
pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertip.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Looks like he's changing the play. Clark in motion. Dropping back. He's looking. Gets rid of it.
He dropped that one too.
Bench him.
That was a touchdown. Yeah, I think it's time to switch him back out
Yeah,
now.
you think there's something to this, right? It's like a scripted thing. They script that receiver.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll put Mills back in now.
We'll go back to the play on the field. Twelfth play of this drive. The home team.
What do we got going on here?
7 defensive backs.
I got no idea.
I don't know. I don't like the looks of this, though, so I think I'm going to play this cautiously.
Drops back, throwing, and he makes the grab. Hudson is the guy who's there to
Well,
bring
you're
it
all
down
lined up
at
for a
the
field goal.
19-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to settle for a field goal here, but what can you do?
Yeah, points are points.
This officially will be a 37-yard
It's just that didn't look
attempt.
good for what I had called, right?
Yeah, really, 20 points against an all Madden team is nothing to snub your nose at either.
And it's on its way. No doubt about that.
Well, it should be more there because that last touchdown or last pass that was dropped, that was a touchdown pass, right?
So both
Yep.
teams have come back.
Because that one was going into the end zone. If all he had to do was catch it.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 8-yard line.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, let's see if they're still giving me a steady diet of strong side tight end. Looks like they
The
are.
home team haven't done the job on 1st down when they've gone to the air.
When you see that, and then you look at
Oh,
the
look, and then they're going to go to the air
scoreboard, you get
on
an
1st
idea
down.
of what they need
Yep.
to do better.
Waller makes the tackle at the 40. Terrific catch and a big gain on the play.
He's one of those guys who can really run. They have plays designed around him in their offensive game plan.
Giving some cushion on the outside. The home team have had a tough time throwing on 1st down today.
Yeah, he's not completing too many.
Oh, look at this.
The pass
Oh,
I know, they run them back and forth, and then the coverage also breaks down, even though it's man coverage, and whoever was covering him followed him to both sides of the formation, right?
Yeah.
Anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
well, sometimes I think these things are just destined, right?
Yeah, destined drive.
Cross play to the right. Wade makes the tackle at the 32-yard line. Picked up 9 on the play. They'll have to get the ball inside the
Say they run the ball so seldom that when they occasionally do, you're not really ready for it, right?
Next.
Well, that's fine, though. I don't really care if they run the ball.
Under pressure.
Yeah!
You got him again.
You know, I did my job, although I didn't get through. I managed to occupy both the center and the guard there.
Yeah.
Although that's not the biggest sack for a loss I've ever seen.
No, he kind of stepped up there and you had to come and get him from behind, right?
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Oh,
It was another one of those right over the middle type of things.
yep.
Nice read, finding the receiver who was in single coverage.
We need to get an interception on one of those one of these days.
Sixth play of this drive. Down inside the 15. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. The quarterback lines up with two options behind him. Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Behind him. He has it. Thomas makes the stop.
Well, he's going to go sit down now for a while. And they're going to try and run it in, probably.
The ball almost on the goal line. Less than a yard away. Play to the right. He'll get the ball again.
Well, held him out just barely.
Trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate.
I don't know, at this close a range, what do you do?
So it's second and goal. Looking to run it here.
Ah, that would have been stopped.
Yep.
If he'd just made that tackle.
Zone for 6.
Well, like I said, they had a couple of pretty lucky breaks there, too, where the ball went over, you know, on their passing game, the ball went over a couple of defenders who could have very easily picked that off and that kind of thing, too, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes some of these things are just destined too, right? It's like you say.
They'll line up for the extra point.
But now, what do you do in those situations? You play double safety robber with 3 deep zones and 2 flat zones.
That drive was very impressive. Over 70 yards.
Well, I know you've been talking about exploring different zone
They
options.
were effective in what they were doing. And you can eat up that much time and drive the ball that far down the field and end up with 6 points. It's really disheartening for the defense.
Oh, you didn't get much blocking there.
I find, so if you need to give up very little yards, so like if you're within your own 5-yard line and less, then a cover 2 is great. But if you need to give up absolutely no yards at all, then you do that double safety robber cover 3 type of thing.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you that
And that will either give up no yards or all the yards. But when you're at your goal line, it really doesn't matter.
The trainer was unable to give me much information on the injury, Al. He does not think that it's anything too serious, but they want to be sure.
Yeah, well, these
before
guys are
sending him back on
clobbering
the
us.
field.
All right, Jill, thank you for the update. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Drops back. Surveying the field. Throwing on the run. The 30. The 40.
Yeah, Clark's having a big game.
The 45-yard line.
Yep.
Jenkins continues to pile up the passing yards. He's over 250 now. The home team come out in a nickel package. Pull that handoff.
Like, why did nobody block that guy, right?
47-yard line.
Probably because somebody was going after the safety. That's probably why. You know the answer.
Yeah,
Second and 8 coming up here.
I guess I should by now. I asked that question over and over and over, but
Set. Cowboy. 72.
Number 47 in motion. Looking for an option. Gets the pass off. And he
Wow, that was terrible coverage.
Yeah.
You'd expect better from an all Madden player.
Right now. Either that or he's numb all
I guess
over.
number 54 must be a run stopper, not a
Picks up
coverage
4
guy.
yardage with that throw and has almost reached the 300
Although he's
yard
fast enough to cover that. He just did a piss poor job.
yep.
line. It's first and 10.
Man looks like a giant next to Pete Clark, and Pete Clark's not a small guy.
Actually, that was Golston that caught that pass.
Okay. I guess Golston's a little shorter.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
47,
fridge.
The man in motion. Passing on first down. Looking for a receiver on the run.
There you go.
Humphrey.
And look at that, he caught that one.
At the 11-yard line. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
Well, you've thrown for 300 yards.
I have.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Jenkins with a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it.
Oh, I overthrew it.
Looks like he might have had another option.
That might have been a result of the hit you took.
He has to make
Maybe.
better reads after it.
Seventh play of this drive. The home team come out in a nickel package. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Well, that's okay.
Dropping back. He's looking. Throws over to his
Oh,
right.
come on. Catch the ball.
So he can't come up.
Man.
Right read, ran
Yeah,
right
that's a
down.
touchdown.
He ended up
That was a
with the
touchdown that he
last
dropped. Yep. Another touchdown drop.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. The home team come out in a dime package. He surveys the field, gets the pass off. Perfect
Yeah.
throw.
It's okay,
So,
Solomon will get it.
The absolute worst receiver on the team catches a touchdown
receiver knew
pass.
that one was coming, and he went up there and got it.
Good.
His overall rating is 42. Okay, that guy that just caught that pass.
Yeah, but he does have 60 catching.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if these guys, if their ratings mean anything at all sometimes. The way that these things go, though.
The kick is up.
Well, I think the thing about it is that overall rating is kind of a deceptive and not so useful rating.
As an offensive coordinator.
It might be like, you know, like what is his overall performance at all possible ways you'd use him as a receiver, but you're not going to use him in all possible ways as a receiver. You know he's got like 69 speed. You know that he's got good hands, and you know that you're going to throw short passes to him, right?
Yeah.
And for throwing short passes, a receiver like that is perfectly acceptable because you just don't need all that speed.
Yeah, well, we definitely needed to respond to that last score, and I'm glad that we were able to.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Gets the call. Closing in with the pass.
Oh, wow.
It's Ben French in the face.
That one, yeah. Well, it hit him in the face, and then I think it went off of his hands, too. Like, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Yep.
The corners are backing off.
See, now they're giving me a steady diet of weak side tight end.
Yeah.
Drops back with the throw. Thrown behind, but caught. Number 20 stops him at the 34. A good, strong throw by the quarterback.
Is that like a wide receiver flat or something?
Yeah, that was a wide receiver flat.
Drop passes by a defender.
Marco Gooden had man coverage on the guy, but I backed him up more than 10 yards off the line, right?
Yeah.
14. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
That's what backing up your guys off the line of scrimmage will make you kind of vulnerable to.
Yeah, I suppose, eh?
Third down, less than a yard.
But it's better to give up a few yards on one of those than all the yards.
That's right.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Gets the still running. French makes the play at the 47.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, because that was definitely an opportunity for a stop there.
First and 10. They'll go from the I formation, running to the right side. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Next.
And it seems like when they do run, it's always a wide run, right? Like they're always trying to run around you.
Yeah, but they're not going to run around
He has
me.
a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. He needs a line to create that little crease.
I don't know. I guess if I wanted to use fancy or some kind of a fancy description of this, I would call it the freeloader offense, right? They're always looking for something for nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He picked his way perfectly, avoiding the block and taking a fast track to the quarterback.
Better make up your mind.
Yeah, well, I
Or
figured
they're
I'd
going
come
to
out.
make it up. They're going to make it up for you.
I'll come out in the prevent.
The line to be in better position to defend the deep pass. The backfield is empty, and they'll go with 5 receivers. He finds his man. Johnson pulls him down.
We'll just hope that somebody can pull him down before the...
Oh, look, they're going to go on 4th down with the goal line offense, eh? I think you got to treat this like a run.
I don't know.
4th down, they'll go for it. They must
I'm gonna
get
treat it
to
like
the
a pass
43-yard
still.
line. Backing off.
Just gonna go over to the side that they're gonna stack their guys on. Or not.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're going to try a toss play anyways.
Yeah, into the teeth of my defense.
The ball and try to score.
Wow.
Maybe next time they may try something a little different.
That was a
in the
big,
playbook.
big mistake and
Yeah,
a
if they'd have
bad.
just waited like half a second, I made a mistake there. I was gonna shift over to the where they had both their tight ends, but then they ran that weak side toss right into my teeth.
That's why I audible to a pass against that look pretty well every time, right?
Yeah.
He's one of those every
I just wanted to get the clock running and use a little time.
He's smart, he plays with leverage, and you can count on him to make the big defensive play just when you need it.
Okay. Maybe I can get them to take a step the wrong way.
He gets the carry. Hudson makes the tackle at the 49-yard line. Good game for the offense here in the second.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he gets. I expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Dropping back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he dropped it again. Mills again.
They set the corner on a blitz.
He just had
Right.
too much pressure in his face.
We got an injury to a receiver, so he has to be back in.
Yeah.
And he dropped another one. On 3rd down, no less.
Nothing happening for the offense. They're forced into a 3-and-out. Not much hang time on this one. Penalty marker down.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. Well, it's holding on the receiving team, so...
It sounded like they committed that holding extremely late.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, you're on D again now. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything with it because of hands of stone.
Well, that's okay. I get to come out in this formation because they didn't come out with a tight end.
Number 5, using split back.
I got everybody backed off. I got 3 deep zones.
Here on 1st down. He's looking. Throws it. Room to
Nope,
run.
throwing the short pass.
Number 20 makes the tackle at the 20.
Short curl.
Number 5 is closing in on 300 yards pass. It's 1st and 10. The corners are backing off. Max lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Max. Play action. Gets the
Oh,
pass
you managed to get a hand up that time.
Yep.
French was right there.
He was paying attention to the quarterback that time because I told him to spy.
Yeah.
Try and figure out where he likes to go with the ball in certain situations. Then when you face that situation in the game, you're right there in position to knock the pass away or force an interception.
Max, the deep back. Throws it. Perfect throw. You can hear the collision up here.
That's throwing it into coverage.
He's numb all over.
Yeah, there was literally no space there.
Good read,
Yeah.
finding a single coverage in the secondary.
But because he's an all Madden receiver, he'll actually hang on to it in those types of situations, right? That's what I mean when I say, like, some of these all Madden quarterbacks will force it in and force it in and force it in.
Backs behind him. He's throwing. He hits his receiver. Thomas makes the stop at midfield. field. Good play to pick up the first, getting it to one of their speedsters.
No, I don't know if they picked up the first there, but I'm not going to waste a challenge on it.
That's where he's going to want to break off a route and use his speed to create run after the catch.
Looking upfield, under pressure.
Well, you got him again.
Wow, again, how many times is that this
I
game?
think that's like 5 sacks for Perry, and I think the guy on the other side has got a couple too, right?
Well, it just goes to show how often they line up back to pass, right?
Oh yeah, well he's already, like, I saw a graphic where he was like 22 of 40 or something like that. So,
some utterly ridiculous amount.
well, he's dropped back to pass, like, a lot.
Dropping back, pressure coming, gets the pass off, and he's tackled behind the line.
Well, now you just have to make him throw it short.
They were on him like glue.
Well, that should be fairly easy.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. They've done very well on third down to this point. Slings it out left side. Almost picked off.
Well, he tried to throw it longer, but there was nothing doing there.
Yep.
That's what I mean, though, right? If he'd have thrown it short, he probably would have been able to complete a short pass, but
Again, they're unable to move the ball.
then you would have tackled him anyway.
Well, hopefully. Maybe the guy would have broke 3 tackles and made the first down.
Yeah, you
Or
never know.
some
Way.
weird thing like
He
that.
chooses not to return this one.
Well, I haven't tried this in a while. Let's try this again.
The home team come out in a nickel package. Hands it off to the back. Backfield.
Everything looked like it was really setting up there, and then that guy just lost his block.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%.
Too bad.
And he's got the experience to diagnose.
Yeah, well,
plays
there's not
very
much you can do when they do that. Oh, Rhodes is back.
Yeah, he was only out for a quarter, thankfully.
With the pass, he hits his
Might be a little slower out there because of his strained hamstring, but then again, I guess he was never really all that fast either.
No. I don't think lack of speed is really going to be a big issue.
5 yards to go.
He's just the right speed for my offense.
Actually, when he's not hurt, he is just the right speed for my offense, too.
Big reason why they're ahead at the moment.
Oh my god, it's a house blitz.
Oh, and you know what? I wanted to throw it to Rhodes, and I couldn't even put my thumb on the button. They got through so fast.
Well, at least you're still in front of the 20.
Yeah, I really, really wanted to complete that pass, though. It's a 4-yard curl, right? Like, they rushed into the backfield and got me so fast that I couldn't even throw a 4-yard curl.
Yeah. That's just an all Madden team for you.
To a player that was immediately and obviously wide open, right?
From the 29,
Oh.
the 40. Good return there. That could have been a real big one.
Hey, he showed some good vision there. You have to see the entire field in an instant and just take off towards the open field. Got him a nice return for their team.
The corners playing back. Next, the deep back. Crosby moves in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Edwards brings him down.
That guy just released me there into the open field. That was so weird.
Yep. Well, they're trying a little bit of their own...
Yeah, block the safeties.
Block the safety thing, right?
2nd and 8 coming up here. Next, the deep man. Pressure with the pass.
Ah, that halfback outran my flat zone that time.
Yeah. That's why next season when I'm playing defense, we're going to have faster linebackers.
I don't know, it's never an issue most of the time, but there's like 1 or 2 routes in this game where they're just that much faster.
The corners are backing off. They line up in the I formation.
Because I'm sorry, big players and good tackling notwithstanding, I still favor team speed on defense.
They're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Throws it right to him.
Yeah, that time that was man coverage.
Run over by a truck.
Yeah, two-ton truck pulling a trailer.
Number 5.
Well, they're knocking on the door again.
What happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. They're in field goal range. Passing on first down. To the end zone.
Ooh,
Incomplete pass.
that was a last-second save there.
Well, throwing it in the double coverage, though, and what are you going to expect,
That's what you
right?
need to do when you're playing center field.
At least one of those guys better be awake.
Yeah, well, I guess you gotta, like you say, you have to expect your players to play their positions, but it still kind of makes me nervous to watch that.
The backs are lined up in an I. Under pressure, flings it to the outside. Swings it.
See, and that time it wasn't a problem at all.
Nope. Well, it's just the kind of pass that was thrown, I think, because that kind of was a softer, like more arcing pass too, right?
I think it also depends on which linebacker. So, like, that guy has 66 speed, but the other guy on the other play, I think, had 62 speed.
Number 5 goes to work with an empty backfield, and he can't find a way to keep possession.
They're gonna go on 4th down again. I think you can assume they're passing here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
8th play of this drive. As expected, they'll go for it here. Tossing it over the middle. Jones.
Oh, I would challenge that.
We have a challenge, so the referee will go over to the sideline and see if it was the right call. If not, the team is going to lose the timeout. John, they're trying to determine exactly where those...
That one's going to be a dice roll, right? But I've seen them overturn ball spots like that before that close.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh,
well,
wow.
Taking a long look at the replay, he didn't see anything to change the original call.
Yeah, and there's actually 2 things they lose with that. 1, they lose the timeout, and 2, they lose a challenge.
Yeah, dense short zone. See if you can take it away from them now.
Drops back. Throwing a strike to the end zone.
That's a deep zone guy trying to jump that.
Yeah. Well, thing is, though, with your 3 deep zone, again, he probably got pulled into the middle of the field and had to recover.
Well, at least he was there to make the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of sad how woefully incapable a 3 deep zone is in this game.
Yeah.
French is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 3. They're 3 yards away from scoring. Number 5 sends a man in motion. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
Oh, you dropped it. Wow, got a break there.
Yeah, well, where
There
the
was,
hell...
yeah, well, again, though,
Yeah,
it's
it's
that.
one of this bullshit thing,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, right? That the only guy left covering there was your curl flat guy, right?
No, not even a curl flat guy. That was just a plain old flat guy.
I think that's why you need to, like, I know you've been talking about it, but you need to put some 4 deep zone packages into this system that you
Yeah,
got.
because they're just not smart enough to play a 3 deep.
Yeah, and
to
all you can
trade
do is
proper.
just try to limit how far out of position they'll get, right?
Yeah. Well, that was a halfback swing pass, too. That was.
Yeah.
Gets the call.
You stopped him.
Well, unfortunately, you're in bad shape here.
That's okay. I can deal with
You
this.
almost have to try for it. When you talk about fourth down situations, this is what you're talking about. Of course, now they give the ball back, and you talk about failed fourth down conversion.
Nickelback in this time. He hands it off. Right.
Well, now at least you got a little bit of breathing room.
Yep. Well, I can see here if I manage to get a first down, we're good. And if I don't, I'm going to kick it away here. But I think before I do anything else, I'm going to let this run down to 2 minutes.
Yep. So at least start forcing them to use their timeouts, right?
Yep. Or at least
that the tight end there is slightly, or sorry, the right tackle was slightly separated from the guard on that.
Yeah.
I think that's a scripted thing.
Yeah.
That means linebacker's going to shoot the gap.
They're opening.
Because now they don't have that gap between them.
Directing traffic.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and.
Gets rid of it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped it again. Right.
Well, third down punt.
Just have a look at this for a second here. Okay. This guy has a catching rating of 79, right? Which means that I would expect him to catch, based on that rating, at least 3/4 of the passes that I throw to him.
Yeah.
Not half, right? You know, like that's just garbage. That's garbage can AI, you know, like setting things up to try and make the game more suspenseful or competitive or whatever, but it's still garbage can tactics, right?
Will come in now.
Yeah.
Run it away. Here's the punt.
Accurate enough.
Yep. So long as it bounces forward and gives us a nice long,
Inside the 20.
nice long punt.
A nice long inside the 20 punt.
At least they need 2 touchdowns, which means that you can just try and make them take that little 8 and 10 yard chunks, right?
He sees something in the defense. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Closing in, gets the pass off. He finds his man. Thomas is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 29-yard line. The corners playing off a bit. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it.
You better not let him catch that. You're backing up and looking at that ball the whole time it's in the air.
Yep, that's right.
The corners playing back. Calling an audible now.
When they do catch passes in those situations, all I can do is shake my head.
Yeah.
Drops back. Gets the pass off.
Well, at least you got to make sure you're in a position to make the tackle if he does catch it, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is it. This is a chance to end this game right here, right now.
Yep. One thing I do want to look at just first is I think this is an actual proper double team block.
Yeah.
So
Back to the field.
that was in this game this year.
Yeah.
The home team come out in the bunch formation.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I can't believe they called that.
Oh,
No.
the booth is going to challenge that one.
Well, you can't challenge it anyways, right?
Yeah, because it's inside 2 minutes.
Yeah. I don't think he made it.
Nope, he didn't make it.
Danny Jones stops him for a loss.
Danny Jones, player of the game. Oh my God. Why is Danny Jones so good at defense? He's not. He's a wide receiver.
He's amazing. Oh, really? Wow, that was just by a whisker then. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's just the rigged officiating.
Yeah.
See, it's home field advantage unless we're playing, and then it's home field disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're going to come out in the dollar defense here.
Yeah, well, I noticed they didn't use a timeout after that, too, right? Which is kind of surprising, but...
He hits his receiver. Wade makes the tackle at the 35-yard line. Dropping back, stepping up, gets rid of it.
Cut block.
Johnston brings him down.
Oh yeah, well this is going to happen. All you can do here is just make them take as much time as possible, right?
Throwing on first down. Under pressure, throwing. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it.
Well, that was pretty lame coverage, but I'm kind of surprised that he dropped that.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility calling your defense. If the guys up front are good at creating pressure,
you just got to keep everybody off and make sure they have to take at least 5 more plays.
Number 5 out of the gun. Surveying the field with the throw, and it's complete.
He fumbled it. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at this.
Oh, man.
Great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a
John, I don't think that was the other team. That wasn't us.
Oh, the booth is going to review the fumble now.
Yeah, because it wasn't a fumble.
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
So what we're looking for here is whether one of these
maybe
knees hit the ground before the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to pass it back
that one's
right
half
now.
in the air.
Because there's going to be a whole bunch of bodies around the ball carrier, and he can't get a good enough view to overturn it.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I couldn't see the ball at all, and because that guy's body's in the way, right? Not that it matters. I mean, on that last play where they let the play stand, the guy obviously never crossed the line of scrimmage even once.
Home field advantage.
Or the first down line, I mean. So I don't think what you see. Yeah, see, you're still out there.
Yeah, home field advantage.
Yeah, just keep the dime D out there and just make them take the. They're not using any timeouts. What's the deal here?
Oh,
Playing off a bit.
it's just what they're doing, man.
Oakland.
Oh, now they
there.
called a timeout.
Yeah.
I guess
I'll
I
bet
didn't
you
like
they were-
how I lined up.
They were trying. No, I think they were trying to preserve their timeouts and try and score quick, so that
maybe.
they'd have their timeouts for the in case they managed an onside kick or something here, right?
Number 5 with a man in motion, directing traffic.
But sooner or later, they're going to be in a position where they have to use the timeouts anyway, and this is one of those situations now.
They have one timeout left.
Because they can't, even hurrying, they can't call plays fast enough.
They'll need to reach the 16-yard line in order to convert for the first down. The corners are backing off. Number 5 goes to work with an empty backfield. Dropping back, pressure coming, gets the pass off. Solid hit, just punched him.
And the thing is, when you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet. You just can't get rid of it.
Oakland calls a timeout.
Well, that's their last timeout.
Their final timeout.
If you can stop them short of the goal line here, then that'll just about do it.
Within scoring distance. Looks like he's calling an audible. They're in a tough spot here, but they have to go for it. Closing in, lobs one into the end zone.
Oh, yeah, took it away.
Too bad he ran out of the end zone with that catch animation.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I still have enough room here to kneel, and this
Send his
game is
guys out
over.
there looking for a pass. And put it up, and boom, they get the interception.
He'll just take a knee.
Well, there you go. In spite of all the drop passes and other nonsense, we still managed to pull this one out.
Yep.
You played great defense in this one again,
No, thank you.
I gotta say.
Oh, still though, your offense did pull through.
27-14.
Well, we got that one kind of cheesy long run. I'm not so sure about that, but you know what? When I see an offensive lineman 15 yards downfield like that, that just makes me cringe, right?
Well, that's okay. It was just balancing the scales from that interception.
Yeah, I guess so. Uh, 10-yard rushing average. God. So anyway, here we go. So we almost managed 100 yards rushing after getting that 81-yard run.
I'm going to be last in the league in passing defense now.
Well, you know what? You leaked a lot of passing yardage, but you only gave up 2 scores. That's pretty good.
Oh, 1 score.
Yeah, actually. Well, no, they didn't
Well,
actually.
I guess, yeah, 2 scores.
However,
technically.
they were pretty much set up for that one, though. But look at this. right? They were only 2 of 5 in red zone attempts.
Yep.
And in my book, that's probably the most important stat in this game.
Well, they would have been 1 of 5 if What's-His-Nuts could have made that tackle, but I guess he was a cornerback.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? See, that's why you got to get safeties at corner, because then they don't miss those tackles.
For a passing team, they had a surprising amount of time of possession, though. But anyway, kind of a rough outing, but I managed to complete 60% of my passes in spite of a whole bunch of drops.
Yep. Well, it's part of their time of possession might have been the fact that they kept making, like, 4th down conversions passing, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many times did they try?
So anyway, there's Pete Clark with his 87 yards rushing and 7 carries. And Mills, who caught 3 passes and dropped 4, right?
Yeah, that's less than 50%.
He dropped 4 passes in spite of my best efforts to try and make him sit. I had to keep putting him back in the game, too.
Yeah, because other people kept getting hurt.
So that's 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 drop passes.
I think that's the most this season.
In this game, yeah. And you'd think at this point in the season that guys wouldn't be dropping the ball anymore, right? Or at least not so much.
Oh, you still managed to score 27 points in spite of that.
Yeah, oddly enough, there's 2 guys who did not drop the ball. Solomon, the guy who got the touchdown there and caught 3 passes.
Yep.
And Easley, who caught 1 pass.
It's easy not to drop any, though, when...
But that's absolutely cringeworthy, right? Like I showed in the earlier, this guy has like a basically an 80 catching rating.
Yeah.
You know, like he shouldn't be dropping more passes than he catches.
Yeah, he should catch 80% of the passes that go his way.
Yeah. I mean, Golston's got a 60-ish catching rating, so I can see him dropping a few.
Yeah, well, because he's a running back.
And the same with Coleman, right?
Oh, he caught more than Mills did.
Yeah, he did. And Rhodes dropped 1 out of 7, right? That's more the kind of performance that I expect from a wide receiver who has a half-decent catching rating, right? He might drop a pass in a game, not 4.
Well, we had Thomas leading the team in tackles and Gooden, because our defensive backs got a good workout. But we also had a lot of tackles by our linebackers on pass coverage. Those are pass coverage tackles, right?
Yeah.
Ben French got a few.
Well, Perry got 6 sacks in this game. You sacked these guys like 8 times.
5 tackles for a loss. Yes, Perry got 6 sacks. Wade got 2. He's a rookie.
Yep.
And Toby got the interception. Then look at that. Cedric Perry with not only did he get 6 sacks, he got 4 pass deflections.
Yeah, if anything, I would say he's definitely the player of the game here, I think.
It's too bad that Danny Jones didn't get that stop. I really think he had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think they cheated.
Oh, look at this. Cedric Perry got 6 sacks. He got a tackle for a loss. He got 10 tackles. He got 4 pass deflections and a forced fumble.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a busy day. I think that
he is the defense.
Definitely he ought to be the player of the game, I think.
He's totally going to be defensive captain next year if he's still on the team.
Oh yeah, he'll be on the team next year. Like I said, I have no issues with the outside linebackers on this team.
Just don't like Edwards.
Well, I think that in order to play linebacker, period, you need more than 65 speed. And middle linebacker in my scheme usually has around 70 speed. Anyway, so this guy threw for 400 yards and completed 60% of his passes after throwing 63 he threw 63 passes in this game.
Yeah, they basically didn't run.
Yeah, pretty much. They didn't run. Well, they did run 15 times.
It's amazing that they managed to squeeze so many goddamn plays in.
Yeah.
That's like twice as many plays as you normally see in a real game.
Well, I was watching them. See that? There's Crosby there, the tight end, caught 10 passes. I was watching them run the hurry up though, in the first half, and then again later in the game. They were getting a play off in 5 seconds, right from the end of the previous play.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's even possible, but it is apparently for them.
Well, thankfully, we didn't get any offsides penalties.
Yeah. But anyway, that was a bizarre game, but games against the Badmen tend to be kind of bizarre, right?
Yeah, it's just the kind of team they are. And look at that, Cedric Perry, player of the game.
He is, in fact, the player of the game.
Nice. I'm happy to see one of my linebackers player of the game, because our advisors always complain that we need to improve our linebacking group. Yeah. No, we don't.
Anyway, not today, anyway.
Yeah.
That's it for this game, though.
I'm Rec V5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.